God is in me, through me, for me, and with me, and where there's God, there's no imperfection. It's a beautiful day. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming along. The kids are out of school today. It's the weekend. We really got to speak about education. We really got to speak about these student loans that a lot of people are dealing with right now. And we got to ask ourselves, is it worth it? You know, for me, I can honestly say I don't remember 90% of the things I learned throughout school all my life. I remember a few things. I remember the personal skills. I remember and I learned how to take tests, how to study, how to remember the information so that I can take tests, how to practice, for the standardized testing, things like this. And, in terms of it applying to my life and applying it to be the full potential of myself, it really isn't doing its job. So is it worth it? And, it's just a conversation that we need to have. For me, what I've realized along my life, along my journey, is that education truly, the system that's in place in this society that we live in, is truly meant to keep people boxed into a funnel. Everyone has their own interests and their own path, but is it truly, having people reach their full potential and causing people to have critical thinking, independent thinking? For me, it seems as though education is more so to have us get ready to be more of an employee and more of a consumer mindset, the majority of the education in this country. And, when I think of the word education, when I think of the Latin word educare, which means to bring out, I think and I see that we are all different. We are all having different experiences, different perspectives. We all come from different places, arrived on this planet and this age at different times. We have different energies from different planets. So we are all different. We're all different. And we all have our own light in our truest form. Our soul is completely different from everyone else's soul. And when we begin to merge ourselves into a funnel, like a horde, when you think of the education system, and you think of how when you get out, you're having to pay these student loans, you're having to work a 9 to 5 just to catch up, just so you can finally make more value for yourself. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to want to manage a population. It makes sense as to why it's set up that way, but it doesn't make sense to me why we're still dealing with it. And, if you're not reaching your full potential, if you're not bringing out the best in you, then truly education is not, it needs to be changed, it needs to be adjusted, it needs to catch up with the new age. You think of these children that are out here now, I have a bunch of family members who teach in the public school system especially, and they're just saying like the kids, when it comes to phones, the tablets, the new technology, things that I didn't have when I was in elementary school, middle school, that it's just, they're not listening. And that they use the words like bad, but are they truly bad, or are they just really learning that this is an outdated system? Because the new generation is really teaching us, how to be free. And with this internet, with the age of knowledge, you can learn anything you need to learn, anything that you need to fulfill your creative potential, your potential as a human being on this planet. And for me, what I've learned just growing up and through my life, nature is truly my school. When I go outside and I look at the trees, I look at the puppies, I look at the dogs, I look at the animals, I look at my friends, the closest people around me, I'm really studying nature. I'm in the school of nature. I'm in the school of this planet. And this planet is truly teaching me all that it needs to know. And life is my playground. So for recess, I go out and I go to the playground. And it's just amazing. It's an amazing experience for me, just being out here, observing life. There's a puppy that walked up to me. Hello. And it's truly an amazing feeling to be out in the school. I study nature. I see the dog peeing behind me, pooping behind me. Y'all gotta see this. even things like that. Nature truly helps me to understand, the important things of life, how we're all connected, how we're connected to the puppies taking poops behind you, how we're connected to the stars, how we're connected to the skies, how we're connected to the trees. And, the more we realize that, the more we can get the real education that we need, and the more that we can work on ourselves to bring out our full potential and teach our children, teach the next generation, not to just obey, or not even obey, but to think critically and to blindly follow whatever authoritative figure tells you to do so, but to really think critically, to grow up knowing who you are, to grow up from a young age reading, learning about yourself, learning your history. Because, when we go up in school, there's only one story, one side of the story. So learning the history of everything and really reading and doing your knowledge. And for me, that's the best school that you can have. You walk outside and you learn from nature, you learn from everything around you, you learn from the universe. God is in me, through me, for me, and with me, and where there's God, there's no imperfection. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.